Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today we will create a bangle bracelet. So I have done a couple of projects on my channel. I will leave down the description box below the link for those bangle bracelets. It's very simple to make and it's fast, it's quick, and mostly crystals are used for that. Mostly I use a roundel crystal, but I found a pattern wherein you can use this 4mm bicone crystals. This is a standard size that we all use in our bead making, jewelry making, uh, uh, jewelry making. Sorry, why am I lost for words? So in our jewelry making stuff, whatever we want to make quick. It's like instant gratification. It's a whole lot of thing which comes with it. But if it is a quick and easy project, we can make multiple of them. We can give as gifts, even if you are like a professional jewelry maker or you're just making it for fun. If it is simple and easy to follow, but it makes a statement, then that's the winning piece, I would say. So for this project, you want a 20 gauge wire, copper wire. Any soft copper wire would do. So 20 gauge wire, I am having this Benacraft brand. It's a plated silver, and then it's a bright silver color, so that's what I chose. And I have 3 measures of that, and about say 40 centimeters in length. Okay, so I know it's a lot of wire, but trust me, it's like a stable bracelet, and it's going to be a staple for you guys as well. So cut the 3 pieces 40 centimeters long, and then straighten it with your nylon jaw pliers and take one of them uh, and then bend it like about in the middle. Okay, so bring both ends together and just bend in the middle and just make a loop. So not a bigger loop, a small loop will do. Keep it down. Then take the other 2 wires, which also you cut about say 40 centimeters long, and then take those 2 together. I mean, find the middle of these 2 and then make a loop as well. Okay, so just like this. Okay, just like that. Now take this loop, okay, and I want this to be inside this. See that? I am taking the 2 ends and putting it through this, just like so. So let me just be clear. These 2 has to act, in the same fashion. See, this 2 is like a separate one. This has to be, yeah, just like that. So now you take that and put one of the ends through the smaller loop, just like that. Okay, and then just bring it down just this way. Okay, so this way it's fine. Okay, so the way that we are going to do this wrap is going to go above below kind of a thing. So now you just make this smaller because that's what you want. Okay, and this is coming above, so it goes below, and this comes above. Okay, this is going down, so yeah, and this has to come below that, and just like so. Okay, so we are going to alternate it. You can see how it is right on the side. So now you take this one. So we can actually now start adding, the beads to this. So take the bicones, the 4mm bicones. Don't worry about it, it will make sense once we start weaving this bracelet. Take 2 of the bicones and add it to the single strand of the wire that you have, not to the double strand. Double strand we are just going to weave through it. Okay, so just see that I'm just popping one above because it's crisscrossing, so I want one bicone above and one bicone below, kind of. So just press that with your fingers, press the wires with your fingers as well. See this, we want this kind of a crisscross right there happening. Okay, crisscross happening. Okay, so now this one is above, so it has to go below these. Okay, and obviously if this goes below and this goes above, and just crisscrosses that, right? Just like that. We need to straighten this up, and we need to bring this closer and this one closer. So that's how we are going to make this bracelet. This one is below, so it goes above. This one is above, so it goes below. So just make sure, so we will have to straighten this part up, just making sure everything is nice and sturdy. See that? So it has to nicely come. So that's why you need a softer wire than, don't use German style wire for this. That's what I would say. Do not use that. Your loops won't come very nicely. Okay, so now this is what we have so far. So now we are ready to add again the beads. So now here we go. So the weave is correct now. So I got this. You have to check. See, my weave is wrong because both is coming on top, and which is not right. See, this one, both are coming on top of this, so this one has to go down this. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Don't worry about it, we can fix it. It's not a big deal. All you need to know is we are interchanging the wire. If one wire goes on top of the other, when it crisscrosses, the other wire needs to go on the bottom when it crisscrosses. So that's all you need to remember. And this is a fun and easy project to work with. And the beads also is interchangeable. You can use any 4mm beads you want. I wouldn't recommend 6mm beads, as this will be very, very big cuff bracelet, and I don't know how the bracelet integrity will be at that point of time. So take this bead and then pop one of the bicones on top of the crisscross and one in the bottom. That's what I did here also. See that? One in the top and one in the bottom. That way it looks like a flower. So this one right here. Okay, so now so this one, the two thing goes below this. Okay, this one goes above the single wire. So I'm just alternating it. If you just figure out one, you will know which the other one will be, and then that's what it looks like, right? So make sure it crisscrosses, and when it crisscrosses, it should encompass this 4 crystal things in a nice fashion. So that's what we want, right? So when it does, then that's where, you know, it, that's where you want it to be. This is going up, the single wire is going up of this double wire, so it has to come down here. So that's that, and this will go up of this one. So we have this right here. Okay, can you see that? So how it's intertwined. So that's what we need to do. Okay, so it actually kind of, you know, intertwines between each other. Okay, that's what we need to know. And I think I made a mistake here, if I'm not wrong, so I need to fix that. I'll show you guys what I did, because see this, how it's intertwined and nicely here, but this one is up and above, so there is something that I did wrong here. So this goes and this goes under, so this goes on top. I think I didn't do anything wrong. This is how it's going to be, I guess. Okay, let's see, let's find out. So it's fun. So if it can secure it or not, we will know for sure. Once you make this bracelet, you will make a lot, is what I feel. I really like bangle bracelets a lot because it's quite easy to work with. At the same time, the effect is dramatic, and with small effort you can do such a big dramatic effect. So I just bring it here, and this goes underneath the wire and just crisscrosses. See that? Yeah, I'm doing it right, is what I feel. So this is like a weave, like a braid, right? But the beads make it look as if, you know, it is what to say, it's like, you know, a flower. So this is the one I'm still not happy with. Let me see if I'm doing it right, because these are the ones which is not going away anywhere, but this is the one which constantly moves. So this goes under, this goes above, and crisscrosses. Because it goes above, it goes under here. This goes under, so it goes up. Okay, that's the mistake I did. So whenever you make a mistake, you just fix it. And this is easy to fix, but you will have to add the beads again, because we don't want the beads to. And the wire is also very forgivable because we haven't done much with it. But let me, because it's a softer wire, it's good. But if it is a, you know, brittle wire, then I don't want to distort the shape much, but here it is. So this is up here, so down there, and when we have this on the side, right, like that, this goes under, this goes above, and that's that. This goes up, so this goes under, this goes down, and yeah, I don't know whether I did anything right. I did change anything, but let's see. So I did nothing wrong. Just like I just waited some time to put everything back together. So all you need to do is over under crisscross. That's all you need to remember that, and it comes out beautifully, nicely. So take some bicones and try this bangle bracelet. There we go. Load 4 more and just keep one crisscross the other. Just make this, hold it perfectly in your fingers. This is above, so this goes under. Okay, and this is under, so this goes above. So above this, and just hold it and see if it holds that true shape of the flower. Okay, so now this is it. This is under, so over, then it goes under. Okay, this is under, so it goes over. So that's all you need to know. Again, so hold this point, make this straight, and make this a crisscross. Add the beads. So you can use any number of beads, and if you want to use interchange the color of the beads, I'm using one single blue color. This is like a frosted bicone with AB finish. I got this from bargain bead box, sorry, beadboxbargains.com. So this is the one. Okay, so once you have that, just hold it with your finger. This is above this double strand wire is above the single strand, so now it goes under the single strand. Okay, and this one is below, so it goes above the single strand. So that's what it is. So just hold it, and so this wire needs to be flat. Don't make it on top. This wire needs to be flat, and if you want, you can keep your bracelet like this, how I'm working, and bring this crisscross nicely. Everything should settle down properly. So just make sure you have that nice and neat. Okay, we want this to fit inside this nicely. Okay, now see this, automatically we are going to crisscross this. Okay, and then again add the bicones. This is all we have to do. Okay, I'm so sorry. Where was I in the view of the camera, or was I out of the camera? I'm so sorry about that, guys. So here is what we need to do. We need to load the bicones, and just make it crisscross like that. So this is under, so it goes above. So come back like that, make this nicely crisscross. Okay, and then take this, so it goes over, so it has to come under, so bring it that way. Okay, so hold that there, and this is under that, so it needs to go above this, so this will go below that. Okay, see that? That's what it is. So now we are going to again crisscross, add the beads to the single wire. We are not going to add it to the double wire. So we're adding, and then just move one bicone above the crisscross that we are making. So that's that. One bicone, and then hold this. Okay, this is on under, so it goes over. This one is over, so it goes under, and this has to hold everything. So bring nicely so that you can cover this. Okay, So now you have this, just making sure everything's nice and tight. So this is under, so it goes over, this is over, so it goes under and crisscrosses. Okay, just like so. Okay, and the more you practice, the better you become with the wire, because it is just going to be, practice and patience. So take those bicones, and as I said, just crisscross, just add one bicones to the other side and crisscross after that, so that way you'll have this. So this is under, so it goes over, this is over, so it goes under. So now make sure it's nice and tight. This is over, so it goes under, this is under, so it goes over. And so now is the time for you to make any adjustments and make this properly sit. So I'll do that and I come back, because see this is a little bit bulkier and this is smaller, so I just need to fix all of those and then I will come back. Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to see a tutorial for a wire, a bangle bracelet with wire. So this is the one I'm talking about. I really like this bracelet a lot, but the only thing I didn't like that much is the finish over here. But I mean, we have to secure it somehow. So I'm just going to show you guys how to make this bracelet. This is made with 20 gauge wire and some 4mm bicones. So I used the blue bicones in this sample, and I have been filming this video a couple of times, so hopefully this time I get it correct. So in this video I'm going to use this wire. This is an antique copper plated wire, tarnish resistant, and it's from Parawire. And for this bracelet I used the Benecraft brand 20 gauge wire, so if you guys want to know. And then this is a 4mm bicones that I'm going to use. And I really don't have much of the bangle bracelet with bicones. I usually make it with, what to say, with 6x4mm roundel crystals, not the bicones. So this is a bangle bracelet with that. So I really thought, okay, let me just do this because it's fascinating, right? And 4mm bicones are the ones, when I was starting to making jewelry, is the one which really fascinated me so much. You have no idea. I like 4mm, 3mm, 2mm bicones is the shape that I really go for in the start. I mean, I really like it and I wanted to buy some for myself. So we need 3 lengths of wire, 3 pieces of wire, about say 40 to 42 centimeters is what I would say. Okay, 3 pieces of wire, and run your fingers through, means using a lunge pliers, and straighten it out as much as you can, because the straightened wire only will give you a beautiful bangle bracelet. So you can also warm the wire up with your fingers, run your fingers through, warm it up, and then it will get straightened that way. So however you want to warm it, you can warm it. Take 1 piece of wire and then just about say like bend it into half, and just bend like that, almost in the middle, and then make a loop in the middle, just that loop. That loop will be, let me show you guys. Oops. Okay, that loop will be this one right here. Okay, this right here. Okay, follow it very carefully. It was a little bit confusing for me in the start. So just so when you do this loop also, I forgot to mention. So when you do this loop, so this is the right side wire, this is the left side wire. Bring the left side wire on top of the right side wire. It does matter, okay? So bring the left side wire on top of the right side wire and just run your fingers through and straighten as much as possible. Okay, let that be there. Okay, just like that. So now take the other two wires. So we're going to do the same. Take the other two wires and so I want this wire to be able to be right next to each other. Just bend it a little bit. Okay, when you bend it, make sure they are flat. Okay, once you have like a teardrop shape, just put this through this. Okay, this is what we have so far. Okay, just you need to be very careful and follow the steps properly in the start so that your entire thing will go smooth. Trust me, I had problems with that. So again, I did a mistake. Let me just okay. So again, take this teardrop. It's important that these align. So here the left came first. Here also put the left wire on top of the right wire in the teardrop. Okay, that makes sense. And then what you need to do is you need to put this in here. So when you do that, before doing the teardrop, just take this wire and put this through that loop. Okay, okay, just that. So can you see how it is? It's important that you do this. So the wire has to come from the right side into the loop. Okay, that's important. And then once you have that, you just make a teardrop. When you make the teardrop, just be careful that you don't twist the wire and keep it as flat as possible right next to each other. Make it small, the loop. Okay, just like that. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Okay, now what you need to do is see this single wire. I will now from now on call single wire and double wire. The single wire is on top of the double wire here, the first loop, and it is on top of the second time. It is on top of both. See this? So now I want to bring that single wire under the double wire. Don't want to change the direction. I'm just bringing it under the double wire. Okay, it's over, under, and this one is over the double wire. Hold on one sec. Right, the double wire, and it goes under and over, just like that. So this has to be nice and rounded. This has to be nice and rounded too. So you see this pattern, this is what we are forming. Okay, you need to be careful at this stage. Let's retrace our steps. So this is how we have this, right? So this is how I need this. See this? Can you see? It is perpendicular to the wire. Just add it perpendicular to the wire and make sure that you always have the left wire on top of the right wire, if that makes sense. Both the single and the double. So in this case, this is coming under, so it has to go over the double wire. Okay, just like that. This one is over the double wire, so this one has to go under the double wire. Okay, and just bring it into a teardrop form as much as you can. See how wobbly it is. Just don't worry about it. Just make sure that, see this part is wobbly because there is a kink here. So adjust that kink a little bit. You can use your nylon jaw pliers for that. Okay, now don't let this go, it will be very confusing otherwise. So this is over and this is under, and just hold on to that firmly between your fingers and just take it into a teardrop form. Okay, once you take that, now is the time to add the beads. We are going to add the beads only through to the single wire. Okay, so I added one and then I slipped it before the cross, one on each, right? Now I'm adding one more. You can use a different bead, you can use a roundel or a round bead, but I wouldn't suggest a bigger one. So see this, just like that. So make sure this is nice and tight, and this is like that. Now I want you to hold everything in between your fingers. Here the double wire is under this, so it has to go over this. So make it into a teardrop. This one is over it, so it will go under the single wire. So, and then we are going to crisscross this. So make sure you crisscross it nicely so that it just about, say, encloses the flower like the teardrop of the shape here. Okay, just like that. So now this is under, so I'm bringing it over. Okay, and this will be over, so I'm bringing it under the two wires. Okay, just like that. See, it will become very pretty. So just you need to maintain both the sides, that's all. Okay, just like that. And now is the time to add 2 beads on each of the wire, single wire which is crisscrossing this. Okay, just pop 1 bead before the cross so that you will get 4 beads in the form of a flower. Okay, so that's that, right? So hold it again. So now the 2 strand is under, so it's coming over, and this will be over, so it's coming under the single strand. So whenever we are doing the crisscross thingy, we have to exchange where the wire is. So make sure that this is nice and even. So I just want this teardrop as big as my bead. That's about it. And then you pinch there. Okay. Now this wire is under, so it comes over. So this wire is over, then it comes under. Okay, just like so. Then I'm ready to add the next set of beads. So this bead which is moving, that needs to be the shape, but overall shape I really like it, so I don't want to mess with that. So it just comes with practice. You can do this more and more, and then you will get a hang of it. Two beads, Bicone beads, and you can also use gemstone beads, because this is only 20 gauge wire. It will accommodate gemstone beads. Gemstone beads will be very beautiful as well. Okay, so just pop one here, one there, and just crisscross right. Okay, just like that. Make sure. Okay, now that's under, so it comes over. This will be under. Over, so it comes under, just like that. Can you see that? So this is how it is. So now all these times I'm just keeping the wire flat, as you guys can see, right? Now I will add more beads and continue doing this until I'm done with this, but I'll go through one more time with you guys. 2 beads need to be loaded in each of the single strand of the wire. Where it crisscrosses, just move 1 bead on the other side, so you'll have 4 beads in total in every unit. There we go. So now crisscross the wire nicely until you see the shape of a flower. Okay, now pinch and hold. This double wire is underneath the single wire, so it's gonna come over above the wire, and this one will be above, so it comes under. So again we are crisscrossing here, right? So make sure it's not a very big loop, and this one comes over because that was under. This one will come under because it was over. So that way. Now we have again a crisscross. At this point of time we will add 2 more beads. So totally in the sample bracelet I added 6 units. I already finished 4. I have 4 more. See, this some are okay like this and some are not, so that depends upon how nice and tight you hold it. Maybe I didn't hold this that tight, so all you can do is adjust it now before going any further, right? So that's important. And I finished doing all the 6. Now it's the time to finish it off. So this is the part where I'm finishing, but I need to do one more without any beads. So I do one more crisscross without any beads, but this time I just make sure it crisscrosses closer, because since we don't have any beads, so this has to come on top and this has to come underneath, just like so, but just make it tapering. That's what I mean by it. Okay, and now take the single wire on top and here from the bottom. So again, just like that. So actually let's see. So you don't need this much because it'll become a little bit too much. I think this is where we can stop. Okay, and we can bring this down here. So I just want to make sure I wrap these 2 wires nicely 1.5 times. Okay, that way, and this one comes this way. But see this wire, I want to keep it across just like that. Okay, and then we are going to cut this wire, the double ones. Save these pieces, don't throw it away. We still have use for it. Just take this coil nicely and you're going to tuck that tail in one at a time. Take your time because you don't want to mess this up. And okay, and here too. If you want, you can cut a little bit more too if this is a little bit too much, too long, but okay. Once you have that nice and coiled up, bring these 2 again to the middle. Okay, find which one is the longest wire. Take the other one and just bend it over, just like in a U format, right? Just bend it over and snip off that wire right where you have like a small hook kind of, and so you can tuck that in. Okay, and take this other one, take your round nose pliers and make a loop. Okay, just like so, and bring that loop down and just take the wire and coil it back by itself. And that's what we have. Okay, so now what you need to do is you need to take this and something round form, anything is fine. I have this box with beads, so I take this and just press the entire bracelet around this round form. You have this U kind of a thing, and then you can adjust with your fingers just like that, so that you have your desired bracelet shape. Don't worry, take your time to do so. Okay, with these pieces of wire, I told you guys to save it. So what you can do with this is you can snip off the end, because it won't be flush. The other end will be. Take your this is a nice and big one, so you can take your step looping pliers as well, and take the third mandrel, I would say, and just I'm eyeballing it. Make a loop. Don't straighten the loop. We are doing a figure 8 form. Then do it again. Okay, just like so. Just like so, you have that figure 8 connector. So we had a lot, so the figure 8 is big. This is small one, and again flush cut both ends. This is the side which cuts flush, that's the side which doesn't, which cuts in a V shape. So make sure you cut both the ends. Take your round nose pliers and eyeball it. So I'm thinking this is the maximum loop it will give. This 8 link, maybe I'm not, I'm just eyeballing it. So maybe see that? Okay. All these pieces will make loops or connectors for our project. So this is big, and you can use the step looping pliers again to make this, and then go to the other side, hold it between your mandrel, roll and rotate, and come back to where you started. See this one side is big and one side is small. You can also cut this and make it small, but because all wires we didn't utilize it completely, so there is some length difference between everyone. I think for this I will just go with the second, maybe no, third loop is also fine. So the other one must be small, see? Just like so. Make some links. Now, see this? I made smaller links here, and this one is big, but these two are small. Then we will do the clasp. So in this sample, I made the hook with the 20 gauge wire, but I don't prefer that way. just because I feel that it is not much more safer. So I want to do the same hook with 18 gauge wire. So take this wire, I'm not cutting it, so take your pliers, I'm using tweezer nose pliers, and bend the end into a U form and just squish that U form down. Okay, just like that. Now take your bail making pliers, the last but one. Okay, take it right there, keep that there, and just go around it just like that, and then you can cut it here. See this, it's like a ear wire kind of, right? So now take your round nose pliers and make yourself a small loop. So that's our clasp. Now this part, so I have more coils than the other one because I feel much more secure this way. I don't know why, but that's the thing, right? So take your connectors, and I want to connect this smaller ones, and then I will connect this. Open up like how you would open a jump ring, and then add this here and close the loop. Make sure it's nice and closed. And the other side, I'm thinking I will use these two, or these also will be good. I think this too is good. Okay, so open this up and add it here, and then open the smallest loop and add it to this. The pinkest loop need to be closed nicely, and this will come and hook there. So that's our bracelet. And then let me try. So if at all somebody has a smaller wrist, because this has that link, so it can accommodate them too. So maybe it's a little bit short for me. Maybe I need help with somebody to actually put this on. So the bracelet helper will be really useful. Okay guys, I'm not able to put it, but this is how it will look. I really like the way this turned out to be. Even this color is very pretty, so you can try different colors and different shapes, and I mean it's really nice. And I researched this with Lan and something like that. She has a channel and she did this, and I really liked it, so I want to make it for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos couple of times a week. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video. Have a good time. Bye bye.